Hey team, hope you all are training well and you're healthy and everything's going well in terms of your preparation. Today's topic I wanted to go over how to improve your running technique. And the reason why I'm making this particular video is a recent comment that was left on one of my videos where this athlete was saying, hey, I really need some guidance in regards to improving my running technique. I've really had a hard time getting better at holding my form when I'm running fast. And so I definitely want to address this particular question. I know I've dealt with this particular issue over the years as well as a middle to long distance runner. Form takes time. To improve. It takes time in terms of being able to run more relaxed as you're running at submaximal or maximum effort. And it's not something, just like he said, it's not something that you're going to be able to correct in a matter of weeks. Okay, this is something that's going to take several years. It may take, several months to several years in order to really get better at. And more, just like anything else, you get better at whatever you do, the more often you do it. So in terms of your form, always focus, and I always talk about this in the courses and the other videos I've made, and even I addressed it in the training plans. Relaxation is key. So any unneeded energy that you're wasting on either mental or physical stress, you need to do your very best to get rid of that, whether that's steer clear of anything that's going to stress you out in regards to your preparation. Don't overly overthink the process of getting into better shape. Your body will always adapt with enough persistence. Okay, as I talk about in other videos, it takes about 3 to 4 weeks for the body to adapt to any stress load you're placing on it. So you have to be patient in terms of preparing both aerobically and especially anaerobically in training. And the faster you train, the easier race pace is going to feel. And with that, better, you definitely improve your form in regards to running at faster paces, because again, you've trained sufficiently long enough at your anaerobic threshold, the point where lactic acid starts to build up. But you've also started really focusing on your speed development. So if you're trying to improve your form, consciously always tell yourself, okay, I need to be doing one VO2 max workout per week. I need to be focusing on doing longer tempo runs. I need to focus on building my endurance by running longer. Not just longer, but making sure that when you do those long runs, you're not just running easy and relaxed the entire way, okay, every single weekend. Always alternate your long runs. Follow, one easy long run one weekend, followed the next weekend by a long run that has a mixture of both aerobic running as well as very hard anaerobic running, as well as like running at your tempo pace. So a mixture of all different variations of intensities. Those types of workouts over an extended period of time, preferably 16 weeks, at a minimum 16 weeks, preferably 20 to 24 weeks build up. So, a 5 to 6 month build up is going to ensure you're set up for success because you're not rushing your fitness. Okay. It takes time to, like I said, it takes a great deal of time and patience on the part of the athlete to improve overall form. It's something that when you're out running, in terms of improving form and your running technique, do the very best you can to, the moment you start feeling yourself tighten up, like your facial muscles tightening up, you start lifting your shoulders, consciously tell yourself to relax and do this on a daily basis. It's a lot easier when you're running easy than when you're running fast. But when you're out doing those tempo runs and you're doing track workouts or fartlek workouts and you start tensing up, consciously tell yourself to stay, I'm in control, I'm motivated, I'm fit, whatever you have to tell yourself to consciously make sure that you're staying as relaxed as you possibly can. Okay, if you ever looked at the best middle to long distance runners and the best sprinters in the world, they all are relaxed at the start. Some of them, yes, they do. There are other athletes out there that do look a little tense, but once they get into the race itself, it's like they're in that flow state because again, they've practiced so often, and more importantly, they've trained at paces that are significantly faster than goal race pace. And know this, to run fast, you don't necessarily have to do speed work, okay? There are athletes out there that just do consistent mileage over a long period of time and consistently, work to gradually build up their mileage. And they're not just lukewarm about it. They are 100% focused on staying as consistent as they possibly can and running more often, okay? If you're not going to do as much speed work, then you have to run more, okay? there are athletes, like I said, there are athletes out there that run very strong and are very consistent, are very successful, that just do most of their racing off of just consistent mileage. And make no mistake about it, I mean, that consistent mileage will definitely make you very strong, both endurance wise. You'll be mentally tough because, again, you've run significantly further than your goal race. But when it comes down to running at specific paces and trying to, excel at running faster in your chosen distance, yes, you are going to have to start focusing on definitely working on your overall leg speed, working on your speed development. And with that, over an extended period of time, you will start to get better in terms of your running technique. Do other activities that are going to help you stay stronger during your workouts, during your races. Strength training, you don't need to be in the gym more than once a week, in my opinion, okay? There's some athletes out there that feel like they need to be in the gym more than twice a week or at least twice a week, and everybody's different. In my opinion, based on what, at least, and this is just me, it doesn't make it wrong, it doesn't make it right, but one time in the gym is sufficient. Just continue to focus on acceleration type drills, box jumps, medicine ball drills where you're throwing the medicine ball to the left and to the right of you and up in front of you on the wall, planks, sit-ups, push-ups. Make sure you're focusing on light weights and high reps. You don't need to be in there to gain mass. So those, strength training, obviously, mental rehearsal, consciously telling yourself to stay as positive as you can, but also as relaxed as you can when you're doing those speed workouts, when you're out doing hill repetitions or you're doing long runs or tempo runs. Those types of workouts are extremely difficult. They're demanding both mentally and physically. So the best advice I always tell athletes, and I've been told myself by some of the world's top coaches and world-class runners much, much faster than I ever ran, they always tell me, hey, it's just running, Nate, okay? It's just running. So do the very best you can to not waste any of your mental or physical energy on muscle tension and overthinking the process and worrying about things that are outside your control, okay? Focus on the things that only you yourself can control. You can't control what the weather's going to be like outside, especially on race day. If the weather sucks on race day, everybody else has to race out there. So it's what you tell yourself, it's how you prepare in training, and how, like I said, you continually on a daily basis tell yourself to relax, stay in control, focus on your knee lift, focus on keeping your arms at lower down toward your waistline, instead of rising up and tensing your shoulders. Consciously tell yourself to relax. Okay, even, like I said, it's much, much easier to do this, obviously, when you're running easier, but it's more of an art form. It's more of a process that will take several months, several years, but as you continue to work on improving these particular fundamentals in your racing preparation, you are going to become a much, much better runner. Again, muscle tension is a energy waster. It's one, reason why athletes that are either middle distance runners or long distance runners begin to tense up in the race. Again, when you start tensing up, just again, consciously tell yourself to relax and stay in control. It's just one less headache that you have to deal with in the race. And if you're doing it and you're practicing this in training, you're going to be that much more prepared when it comes to race day. Hope this makes sense and answers your question. If you have any other questions regarding training, racing, mental rehearsal, or any other topic, feel free to leave me a comment in the comment section below. There are resources below all my videos, so definitely check those out. We have training plans, running courses, including a new 2-mile course if you're interested in running faster over the 2-mile distance, as well as personal one-on-one coaching with me on a monthly basis. So feel free to reach out to me anytime. You all know, you leave a comment on my videos, I will definitely reach back out to you and either answer your question or I'll make a video about your particular question. So I wish you all the best, and I'll talk to you in the next one.